Dear sisters and brothers in Jesus Christ, as I told you, today we are celebrating the Solemnity, the highest feast of Saint Peter and Paul, the rock the God has chosen to build his own church. At the same time, the another one person who was trying to persecuting all the Christians, but he made him as an instrument. Though both are in different ways, but God chose them to build the church on them. What it teaches today, what this feast today tells us the common things. We should understand what are the common things that we can find between these two saints. First one is the experience of the risen Lord. We know about Peter. After the death of Jesus, Peter denied to go forward to proclaim the good news of Jesus. But at the same time, in the case of St. Paul, he was persecuting the Christians. He was killing all the people, those who are following the Jesus. But here they faced the real experience of Jesus. We can find it in the letter to Philippians chapter 3 verses 10. It clearly says, I want to know Christ and the power of his resurrection. These transformed in both of their lives. Second common things that we can find is a complementarity. Peter and Paul, both are not in the same track. As I told you, both are in the different line. They hailed different professional backgrounds. They are in the different families, social status, educational qualifications, and in the characteristic. At the time, they rubbed the shoulders with each other in mission. We can find it in the gospel, in the letter of Galatians chapter 2 verses 11 to 14 clearly says what kind of duty that they are going to do for the Christ. Third thing, the writings. They live amidst us through what they have written. They addressed their writings to their own communities. Because St. Paul's letter, always he will be showing these letters to only the Jewish, only the people, so-called the intellectually rich people. But they had Ecclesiastes, in the book of Ecclesiastes, we can see, it tells us that it's not the beginning, but the end that matters. Chapter 7 verses 8. It clearly portrays about the reason for this. Both Peter and Paul had a humble beginning, but they had a glorious ending. We all know that how both were killed, both were martyred. Saint Peter was killed just upside down on the cross for the sake of Christ. Saint Paul was beheaded. The reason he was following and he was teaching the good news of Christ. These are the common things that we can identify between the Saint Peter and Saint Paul. But today, what this feast teaches to learn, or it gives us the importance to our life. First one is, they accepted their past life. Because St. Peter is not the balanced mind. Always he is in a trouble. Oh my God, if I take a first effort, if I fail it, then what I will do in the future? So I will not take any effort. But after facing the resurrected Jesus, he came forward. He came forward to challenge the world. He did not bother about the past things of their life. The same thing in St. Paul. He is very intellectually rich. He was holding the higher authority, so he started killing But when he faced the resurrected Jesus, there the entire life was transformed. It just changed. They did not think of their past, but they started to live in the present. Second one is they changed their life path. We all know that in our life, if we face any failure, will you be staying in the same position? No. We should go front. We need to change another path, how to succeed in our life. Because St. Peter and Paul, they did not stay in one place. If they fail, they did not say that, okay, everything is over, let us go back. They did not stop whenever they failed. Rather, they came forward to challenge the entire world, the entire situation. Take the next path in our life. The last one is they bore witness to faith in Jesus. Till the end of their life was living witness to Jesus. They sacrificed their lives for confessing Jesus as the Son of God. As a Christian, what are we going to do during this feast day? St. Peter and St. Paul became the strong pillar. It is not what we are that matters, but it is what we become that matters. So let us ask God's grace to strengthen our life with these two saints in the future.